What's up, YouTube? Back here at Rusty Ride's garage. Today we're going to be building fuel line and doing braided shielding over the fuel line. So we gotta make this pipe that goes from the fuel pump up to the carburetor. So I went down to my local parts store, got some metal fuel line. I think it's 3/8. Went ahead and bent it to where it fits in there. Using two different types of benders. I use this one here. You put the tube in here, clamp it here, do your bends. And then this one you could pick up at most parts stores. This one comes in handy. So I went ahead and bent my tubing. And then I take some electrical grease. And I put it on the tubing. And then I start twisting this tubing onto the pipe. Because what this acts like is an insulator to help keep this fuel line cold so it doesn't vapor lock. And besides, on especially Chevys, when this fuel line is up against the engine block, this allows a nice thick coating around that fuel line to help keep the fuel line cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim this top part. Now that I got wrapped down around, like I said, you just start twisting this stuff on to the metal fuel line. I'll finish this, and then when I get to the connection pieces, I'll go ahead and show you what I do. So I'll go ahead and get this one cut and put the rest of the hose down on this bottom here, and then we'll go from there. Alright, there we go. Got our fuel line all done. We got the rubber all twisted around the metal line. Did it in two pieces. One top, one bottom. There's the seam line, not bad. So what we're going to go ahead and do now, we're going to take our dress-up kit, Mr. Gasket 8092, and this is the fuel one. What we're going to do is go ahead and take that out, and these come with a little piece. Well, some of them do. This one don't look like it. I think it has a little piece of cardboard in there. If not, you just squeeze it together, slide it over the tubing here, and then we're going to put electrical tape on both ends. And I go ahead and use a cutoff wheel, cut off the excess braiding, and then I just put the clamp on it. I don't usually use the clamps that actually clamp down, because all my fuel lines usually got pressure fittings on them. So go ahead and get this opened and go from there. Okay, so now we unrolled, I guess you could call the braided hose roll. Put a Sharpie in it, start pushing it through. Now you push the stuff together and then you pull it tight, kind of like a Chinese finger trap. And then what we're going to do is, you can see where our tube is. on both ends. There's our tube. So now what I'm going to do is wrap this piece of electrical tape, make it real nice and tight. Wrap this other end with electrical tape, and I'm going to take 4.5 inch cutoff wheel and just trim off these bottoms. Well, there we go. A little tape on that end. Got the nice braided hose sleeve put over it. And what I'll go ahead and do, I'll put these on the bottom with the clamp, and then I put my compression fitting right here, and I tighten it down, and that's how it looks. Alright, that's how it looks. The braided hose, Mr. Gasket clamps on the end, the compression fittings. Flip it over, you can see. Looks pretty good. Alright, there we go. Finished product. Well, we're going ahead and do a little bit more stuff on the truck. Until next time, keep on restoring and keep those hot rods rolling.